Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's Kate Carruth here, your content alchemist, with some content gold on a Wednesday lunchtime. And we've been answering lots of questions, from the very simple, how much will something cost, to the really complicated, how does your process work? So all of those frequent questions that people ask us when they start to work with us. So in this month's video, I'm going to talk to you about what makes creative words different. The world is full of copywriters. You can find lots. What's different about us that might make us better bet than somebody else? So let's start with what you typically get. So your typical copywriter, they tend to work for themselves. So the business tends to consist of one person. Now, of course, if you're working with a marketing agency, they might have in-house copywriters or they might use freelancers. But if you go to the copywriters direct, they tend to work for themselves. They're going to have fantastic writing skills. They might specialize in a particular field by industry, for example. So they might be a finance specialist, or they might be specialist in a particular type of writing style, web content or email marketing. But they're one person, so there's often a capacity limit, and you might have to wait for them to be available. Any good copywriter, whether that's us or somebody else, is going to spend time to get to know your business tone of voice. They're going to create the content you need. They're going to make changes based on your feedback, and they'll give you that finished content. They will usually hand it over in a Word document or a Google Doc. That basically it's for you to then take forward. And then they'll invoice you for the work. Now, different copywriters might work slightly differently from that, but in general, that's how it works when you engage with a copywriter. So what makes it different if you work with us? Okay, well, first of all, Creative Words will manage the whole process. So when I first set up the business, I was planning to be a copywriter, just like that model I've just described. Write a beautiful piece of content, hand it over. And then what I discovered is as I handed things over, they got stuck. The busy business owner had no time to do anything with it. And in fact, that beautiful content I've written never went anywhere. So being me, I just thought, yeah, bugger that for a game of soldiers. And Content Alchemy was born. It is a done-for-you content service. So yes, we write the content. Yes, we'll make changes based on your feedback, but we'll also set it up for you. So if we've written you a blog, we'll add it to your website for you. We'll find the images that you need, and we'll even do some basic social sharing on your channel so that people know that your blog's been published, for example. And if you're on a larger project, maybe you're getting a brochure done or you're having your website written, we can work directly with your web developers, graphic designers, print companies, and just take all that burden away from you so that everything just gets done and it doesn't get stuck in your inbox. So that's one of the key things that makes us different. That's the whole concept behind Content Alchemy. The second thing that's different about us is we are a team. We have a team of writers and other experts. Writers, editors, proofreaders, what we call the technical faffers who do all that setup for you. Each of them has their own areas of specialism. What that means is we've got the expertise, whatever your business needs, but it also means we've got capacity. So our clients can call on us when they need us and know that we're there to help. And in fact, even if we haven't got someone available, or even if the writer goes sick or something like that, all of those things which you might lead to your work being delayed, we've got a team who might be in a position to help so that you're not waiting as long. So that's the second thing that makes us a bit different. The third thing that makes us different, and this is something I'm really proud of, is our 2 pairs of eyes rule. So quality really matters to us. What we're looking to do is to produce content gold for a reason, premium content for you. And one thing we always do is 2 separate pairs of eyes are involved in any project, a writer and an editor. That means that by the time you see the content, it is a fantastic piece of work. We actually measure ourselves by how many times someone writes back and goes, wow, this was exactly what I needed. If you're going to print, where absolute accuracy matters, we've also got a professional proofreader who will cast their eyes over it once the graphic design work is done before you hit send on print. And then the final thing that makes us different is that we will spread payments. That makes bigger projects easier to manage. If you're a small business, cost is always a factor, and cash flow even more so. Costs can mount very quickly. If you're getting a website done, you've got the design work, you've got the development work, and then you've got the content on top of that. And for most of these services, you pay a deposit and then you pay the balance when the work is complete. That means if you're doing a website project, you've got a big chunk of money to find just as your website is going live. At Creative Words, we spread that over a number of months. We work to a fixed price. We'll tell you what that is in advance. And then we say, okay, and now you can spread this. It doesn't delay the content in any way. You just pay it over a more managed and smoother time period. We also offer retainer packages. So if you know you want regular content, you can just pay a fixed monthly fee. That gives you a bucket of hours, essentially, and you can use them as and when you need them. All of that is designed to make things easier for small businesses who want to stand out. So those are our 4 main differences. If you think we can help you with your content, click the link in the post below and we can arrange a time to speak. And of course, if you know of anyone who you think would find this helpful, anyone who might be wondering whether to use a copywriter and what to look for, then by all means share this post, tag them in the comments below. And I will be back next month answering another question from the world of content. And of course, if there are any questions you'd particularly like us to address, drop them in the comments below and we will make sure they are included in the weeks and months to come. Have a golden afternoon.